It's been a testing time for Iraq's leadership. Exactly a month ago, young Iraqis responded to calls on social media to start a new wave of anti-government protests. And they've been doing so ever since in the capital Baghdad and elsewhere in Iraq. Years of war and political turmoil have left Iraqis feeling desperate. They are demanding change. Fed up with the unemployment, a collapsing healthcare system and corruption, they want an end to a bureaucratic political system that's been in place since the US-led invasion that toppled Saddam Hussein.
Till when will we stay like this? We are a nation that loves life. Our country is rich. You steal from us. We will remain steadfast, men and women together.
Protests in Iraq have been reoccurring over the last few years, but this time many have criticised the government's response as heavy-handed. Security forces have used tear gas and live ammunition against the demonstrators. Within the first week alone, more than 100 people were killed and thousands more wounded, and the death toll has been rising ever since. The United Nations has called for the protection of peaceful protesters. Activists and journalists say they've been intimidated. The internet has been cut off in some areas and there's a curfew in place, but those on the streets have largely ignored it. Earlier this week, Adel Abdel Mahdi, who became Iraq's prime minister a little over a year ago, pledged to reshuffle his cabinet and bring in reforms, a promise that hasn't stopped the protesters from demanding his resignation. Muqtada al-Sadr, who leads Parliament's largest bloc, and his political rival in Parliament, Hadi al-Amri, have also called on him to resign. On Thursday, Iraq's President Barham Saleh said Mahdi is ready to step down if a replacement is agreed upon.
I want to include civil groups in order to have the aspired reforms within the legal framework and in a manner that preserves public interest, peace and security. The current situation cannot go on. We are truly in need of reform and massive changes.
It took 8 months to form Iraq's new cabinet, at a time when many Iraqis say they don't trust the government. But it's not clear how long it will take for these reforms to make any difference. What is known, though, is that these Iraqis insist they'll keep on protesting until all their demands are met.